I grew up in a large family. When I was in the household, there was at least 10 people living in the house at any time. In high school, I had the privilege to play golf 1 year. But with the schooling set up and with a modest family, I had to pay for my own practice. I did get the youth discount at local courses, but the weird thing is that the lower score you get, the better you are in golf. I would count out every single shot and average how much each shot cost. So the worse I did, the more out of golf I got. Terrible mindset. But with targets, that's different. The more shots you get, the better it is. So a couple of you guys in the comments prompted the idea of averaging out how much each shot would cost for each individual target, and then we can see which target has the cheapest per arrow shot. And so today we're taking a look at this block youth target. It says up to 40-pound bows. My thought process was, a 40-pound compound bow is much faster than a 50-pound traditional bow. So is there any chance this is a good traditional bow target? Because it's cheap. And will compound bows hold at all? And even though I'm not counting my golf shots now, I like to save as much money as possible. So this is the 4th layered target review. Let's see how it holds up. The Black Hole and the Youth one are made by the same company. The only difference really is this is 10.5 inches thick, this is 8 inches thick. This one has a 4-sided target, although the sides are gonna be harder to hit because they're so small. We've got a 5-inch circle and a 2-inch circle. You can use broadheads, field points, shoot up to 40-pound bows on this target. Let's see how it holds up. So even though this is a youth target, we're gonna stay true to our theme and shoot it with the compound and the traditional, the same setup on both bows. That way we're consistent as we can be with all the targets. 60-pound compound, 50-pound trad.
I feel like if we hit above center, it's gonna tip it over.
Yeah, maybe bottom of that circle. Impressive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, smarty pants. And that's how you break arrows, folks. The easiest target yet to pull arrows out of, probably. 10 with the traditional bow, 14.5 with the compound, which sounds familiar to other layered targets. This is power to pull the arrow out. Wow, this is significantly the easiest target, I feel like. What was that?
16.
16. Compound arrow? Very, very easy. I think this was pretty similar on penetration. It kind of depends how tight these layers are. An interesting tip I got from one of you guys is once it starts to wear out, throw a ratchet strap around this whole thing and tighten it down again. And he said he would wear out the middle and he could retighten that, wear it out, retighten it. That's a really interesting idea. I'm not gonna tighten it in this video because we're just doing 500 shots, but let's see if this holds up at all. We're coming in with a 6-pound target. It's very easy. It's actually super portable. So this target's moving around so much on us, it's just tipping over, and that's gonna be one of the biggest downsides. So I'm gonna secure it in here with some junk arrows so that it'll hold still as we shoot. The more secure it is, the more penetration there'd be.
Yeah. And
then the more it moves with it, the less there'd be. Kaz put a few compound in there. We've got our good old clicker to keep track, and it's holding the arrow so far.
Yeah. Smoked. It's in the bullseye.
This is the 100 arrow update.
I only see 3 of mine. Oh, there it is.
It's in there. We're at 160 shots and the compound's just about to poke through, I think. So I moved the target forward so that if we get a full pass through, we'll be safe hitting the target behind it. Well, that's fully embedded in the target, but it didn't go through completely. All right, well that did it. And we had the first one pass all the way through. So at 162, we failed here. On this one, it was 264. This target was not made for that compound bow. We'll stop all shots on the compound bow since it's full pass-throughs. Let's do the traditional bow and see if we can get to 500 shots. Also, it's great to note that not every layered target is probably the exact same. because the amount of compression it has will determine part of the durability. And I don't know the variability in the manufacturers of these targets, but let's say one was slightly looser than a different one. The one that has looser layers will wear out much quicker than one that could be tighter. I guess what I'm saying is I could have one experience with the target and you could have a slightly different experience, and that's okay. That does it. We have officially busted through at 363 shots. It pretty much performed how we expected, but if you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 locations, multiply that by 363, that leaves us with 2,541. We take that amount of shots and divide it by the cost of the target, and we're coming out with 1.9 cents per shot. I actually think this would be a great youth target and even a decent traditional archery target. If your main goal is not necessarily durability, but ease of pulling the arrows out, this is fantastic. And it does make it a lot more enjoyable to shoot a target that it's easy to pull the arrows out of. Thanks so much for watching. To everyone who's new around here, thank you. It's such an honor. We've had a lot of new people, so this is super fun. I'll keep making some vids, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay shatterproof, my friends. Out.